recently we hopped on a one-on-one consultation call with a very young SMMA owner, and he was struggling with getting a lot of sales and getting in front of the right people and stuff. So we asked him this one question, and that was, what service are you providing and how are you packaging and offering your service to other people? And he said this. Now, it's necessarily not his fault because he's like new in the space and completely directionless. In fact, that was literally us a year ago when we just started out. Because of this, we struggled to make a lot of sales because we just could not find the right service delivery to offer. But here's one change that we made that changed everything for us. See, when you're in a space like SMMA, where there's so much competition and so much information available all for free, people tend to go in multiple directions and grab every single opportunity. But they fail to understand and execute this one thing, and that is picking a good skill or service to provide to your customer. It's crazy how majority of the people are so close to success, but it's just because they fail to implement this basic fundamental thing, which ruins everything for them. Because once we realized and implemented the service delivery properly, we literally scaled our agency from 0 to 7K, and we're still growing very rapidly. And this is exactly what we are going to be going through in this video today. In simple words, today's agenda is going to be helping you guys find a very good skill to master on and then provide it as a service. And in between of this video, we are literally going to be giving you a goldmine or a secret tip that literally helped us scale the agency from 0 to $7,000 a month. And we're still growing rapidly just because of this one thing. So stay tuned and watch the entire video till the end because you don't want to miss out anything.
See, before you even go ahead and pick your service or offering that you want, what you need to first do is build a proper skill. And this is so important because so many people have been failing in this very first step. And that is exactly what I want to show you guys right now. Because in simple words, it's pretty much that you want to build a pizza shop, but you don't even know basic cooking skills. So let's get into my laptop and I'm going to be showing you guys everything from picking a perfect skill and how you can potentially convert it into good service offering. So let's get into that right now. All right, hey guys, so I'm going to be on a smaller screen right now, but that is because I'm going to be going through in exact details what me and Juzer prepared for you guys. So let me introduce you guys to this Venn diagram of skill sets. See, all skills are divided into three main parts, and that is enjoyment, market demand, and personal strength. Ideally, the skill that you're going to be selecting should be coming in between enjoyment, market demand, and personal strength. In this case, it's going to be at around zone 4 or something like that. Because if you pick anything from any different zones in this case, there's going to be some form of problem. For example, you pick a skill that is just in the enjoyment section. It doesn't really have any market demand, and you're also personally not really that good at it. So obviously, it's not going to work in the long term. And see, what me and Juzer personally did is that we already had several skills that we had already worked on before, but we further on developed many other skills as well by learning new skills as well, such as video editing and copywriting and such. Although here's the problem that I'm going to be mentioning with services like video editing, copywriting, content planning, or whatsoever. See, at the ending of the day, services like video editing, anyone can do video editing at least to some extent on a service basis level. So there's really not that much value that you're providing to your customers. So if I'm going to go to edit mode, in this case, a service like video editing is most likely going to come in the enjoyment and personal strength section. Maybe you're pretty good at it and maybe you really enjoy it as well, but most likely there's not that much market demand that you can easily charge anything like 1K, 2K retainers or whatsoever. This is quite a controversial claim that I'm making right now, but let us know if you guys agree to this as well in the comment section. Anyway, so as I was saying, services like copywriting, video editing, they come into a category what we like to refer as time-saving skills, while skills like lead generation, SEO, organic marketing, and email marketing come into money-building skills. These are skills that directly are going to generate at least some form of ROI for your customers in return. So on the screen right now that you're going to see, we have divided all of the top skills that we could think of into time-saving and money-building skills. So pause the video right now and identify which skill according to you is going to be the best in terms of enjoyment, market demand, and personal strength, and which is going to perfectly fit in that zone 4 for you guys. And in our case, specifically my case, what I personally did is that I had already strengths a lot in copywriting and whatsoever, but I further developed those skills by building personal strength, by pivoting that into a skill that can make money and ROI for others, which led it to become more in market demand as well. So that's how I personally got that copywriting skill of mine into that perfect zone 4. And I cannot stress you guys how important this is, because see, at the ending of the day, your service and offering that you want is going to be based off from that specific skill. You cannot just learn a service magically out of thin air. You need to have have some form of base knowledge because of those skills that you've built originally.
And now let's move to the second part of the video, and that is to show you guys how you can convert your skill into a high value offer which generates real outcomes for people. As mentioned earlier in this video, we really want you guys to keep in mind this one sentence which you can literally consider as a gold mine for you guys in SMMA. And that is your offer. It literally packages the skill that you have into something so valuable that attracts your ICP. And this is the biggest mistake what most beginners do, where they just sell their skills without packaging it into a right offer. For example, a friend earlier who was, providing organic/video editing services for real estate agents, that is not a service. If you are someone who is going to your clients and just selling them skills like video editing, organic content, or lead generation for that matter, and asking your clients to pay you $1,000 retainer just for editing a simple video, then that is just simply not going to work. No one is going to value what you're providing or even take you serious. Like, we are SMMA owners, right? And if someone comes to us and pitches us that I will do organic content for you and I'll be charging $500 a month, versus someone who comes up and tells us that I produce high value organic reels for you and make sure that within 10 videos you will reach 100,000 followers on your page, that is a lot more appealing to me, because I see a real outcome that I can get from this guy's help, and that appeals me a lot more than just editing a few videos for organic posts and stuff for which I have to pay $500 a month. You have to give some sort of numeric or monetary value back in return, which literally appeals to your clients to work with you.
So you might be thinking that Juzer and Pranom, you're saying that all those businesses out there, or let's say the influencers who use video editing and content, don't make money at all. No, that is not what we're saying, but you technically answered your own question right now. See, businesses and influencers out there do use skills like video editing and copywriting, and they use it for a specific reason to get a specific outcome from it. And that specific outcome is what we're referring to. Most of the time, influencers and businesses out there who use content and such to do what? They do it to make more money, right? So technically, the end goal is always to make more money for others by using such skills. Take a look at any skill in the entire world of SMMA businesses, such as lead generation, SEO, or organic, whatever that you can think of. The end goal is always to make more money. Now, in many situations, you cannot directly make more money for your clients, but the main objective or the main point that we're trying to convey to you is that that specific outcome must come from the skill that you're providing, and that outcome has to be a numerical thing that is actually valued. In my case, I'm just going to stick to the copywriting example that I have. Before, I used to just do basic copywriting and script writing for YouTubers and influencers, but what I did later on is that I learned more about copywriting on how it can make people more money. And what I did is that I built personal strength according to that Venn diagram on how this copywriting can be used in things such as email marketing and ads that can actually sell. And that's how I pivoted my copywriting, which was a basic skill, into something that has a market demand and it directly gives a specific outcome to people. So instead of promising your clients any random videos, or even let's say if you're doing lead generation and ads as well, instead of just promising leads, what is that end goal to the lead? It is a close and it is a sale for that business, right? So in order to package your service, niche, and offer, you need to select a skill set that you can convert into a service that gives a desired outcome to your clients. Now, this is different from service to service. For example, for us, our skill, which is lead generation, funnel building, AI ads, and whatsoever, specifically for Dubai investors, we don't just promise them social media growth. Instead, we promise them a guaranteed amount of leads that can convert into a sale for them, which is 10 times better than any sort of likes or leads. So what we did right now and what we explained to you right now is that initial skill sets that we had, you have to convert into a proper service that gives a desired outcome to your clients.
If you followed this entire video, then great job, because you're already doing 10 times better than an average person running an agency. Because you understand the importance of developing a service that is based upon your skills to give them a desired outcome. And most people don't even do that because they just think that running an agency or a marketing agency like this is just providing skills or service to any random people and expecting to earn $10,000 per month. So great, you have a particular skill and a service and know how to sell it to them through an offer. And that's exactly what we are going to be going through in the next video, where we'll be teaching you how you can package your entire service delivery and skill and sell it to the right people, and how you can present your offer in the best way possible. But before you get off this video, if you found this video extremely helpful and easy to follow, then just make sure to like this video and subscribe and share it to a friend who wants to make $10,000 through running a marketing agency like ours. But anyways, that's all for today's video, and see you next time. Bye.